It's Kiss in the building today. Camila Cabello.
Hey. Hello.
How's
Everybody's
it going?
pronouncing my name right. It makes me so excited.
Camila.
What was that? Camila.
She says it like a Miami girl.
Yeah.
It's because she went to Miami.
I've not been to Miami, but
That's why.
I just
That's
know
why.
these things. Can we just say, Britain's Got Talent performance?
Thank you.
Smashed it.
Thank you.
So good. I actually told someone to shut up in my family because you was on. Like when the fire started going,
Really?
everyone was talking. I was like, shut up.
And
That means
super
so much
sexy.
to me.
It was so good.
Thank you.
What was the UK audience like? Was it? You get a lot of love for that, right?
I don't know because I don't really go on social media. Like I don't really. I've tried to get out of the habit of looking to online to see what people are saying. But it was really, really fun. The first time that I performed that song
Yeah.
was at Billboards.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I performed by myself. So that was
Nerve-wracking, no?
It was nerve-wracking. And obviously not knowing whether Drake is sitting there watching me is like crazy, you know what I mean? And then Britain's Got Talent was the second time that I did it. And I was only nervous for the first 20 seconds.
Like because Simon Cowell was there watching you.
No, I think it's just TV. I think it's more I don't know how many people, millions of people watch
It's
that
like a
show
10 million
here.
show, isn't it? 10 million
Yeah.
show.
Yep,
Like, that's
thank
the
God
highest
I
it's
didn't
done.
know that before.
Oh my gosh.
But basically, I just looked down at my hand and my hand was like shaking and I was like, oh no, Camila, don't do it.
Yeah.
But it was super fun. I had so
Wicked.
much fun.
Did you watch any of the Britain's Got Talent finalists? Or was you
no, but
backstage focusing?
I know a little bit. I know there was the missing people,
Right? Yeah, the choir.
the missing people's choir,
Yeah.
and also the girl, the 8-year-old girl.
Oh, the
magician.
magician.
Yeah.
She's so good.
She scares me, you know.
Yeah.
Magic scares me.
Does
Like,
it?
if an 8-year-old started doing that, that's sorcery, man. Nah, it's not for me. Magic.
Have
no.
you seen the David Blaine thing
Oh, do you know David
with
Blaine's?
the knife?
I saw something. He put
I
something
do
through
that. I
his
can
arm.
do that.
No, you can't.
I'm just kidding.
Please
I can't
don't.
do that.
Oh, God, please don't. We ain't got
I'll be
St.
like,
John's ambulance around
and here we go.
Shoshana's like, you're not gonna pause.
But this tune, "Crying in the Club," this is your like "I'm here to stay" song. Like
it's such
this
a
is
banger.
is so.
I love it.
Guys, thank you.
The
I
first
really
time
like
we
it.
played it, normally we just chat loads of rubbish in the studio together, but we didn't speak to each other.
No.
Like it come
For
on.
the whole 3 minutes,
He
we were
goes,
like
you go, and we was like, hang on a minute.
vibing on our own.
Hang on a minute, my hips are moving.
Yeah, exactly. And we've only got like 20 seconds to talk about a tune, and we didn't have enough time. We was like, this is so sick,
Guys,
man.
seriously, thank you. That means
It's just-
so much to me.
it's
So
so
thank
sick.
you.
And do you know what meant a lot to me was the Aguilera sample?
Yeah.
Because I grew up on Genie in a Bottle.
Me too.
That's such a good song. And I
Yeah.
love that you incorporated that in yours.
Oh, cool.
Talk us through the process of how this tune came about.
So basically, I had been writing in the studio for about 2 months,
Yeah.
working on my album, which is called The Hurting, The Healing, The Loving.
Yep.
And I had that song, I Have Questions, which is like at the beginning of the music video.
Mm-hmm.
And Benny Blanco, who produced Crying in the Club, he and I had been friends for a really long time and have been friends for a really long time. And he invited me over to his studio for just some hangs. And I played him all of my songs. And then a week later, he called me and he was like, oh my God, I have this song that I need to send you. And he sent me the demo of
Yeah.
Siga with Crying in the Club. And at the beginning, I was just like turned off from like having songs that were not started from, my notes on my phone, which is how
Yeah.
basically like all the other songs had started off. But I was like, it fits so perfectly into the Hurting, the Healing, the Loving.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
me, it was kind of like the healing part of the album. And I immediately saw like the visual of it going from like questions to Crying in the Club and
Yeah.
telling the whole story of the album so beautifully. And I was just like, oh my God, like I need to have this song. It's just a perfect piece. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's like the empowering kind of
Yeah.
point. That you're
Exactly.
doing.
Everything about this tune, the video, is just empowerment.
Thank
It's
you.
so sick.
I
Thank
love it.
you.
So bad.
So yeah, that's how that came about.
Who have you been writing in the studio with?
Lots
Ed
of
Sheeran?
people.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
One
Man
of your
like Ed.
very own.
He's
Yes.
everywhere, that guy.
UK.
Does he have a rest?
He is.
What's he like? I bet he's amazing to work with.
He's amazing. I love him so much. We've been like pen pals for a while,
Cute.
just like emailing each other. And I'm like the biggest Ed Sheeran fan. Like I love him.
Yeah.
Plus, that album literally made me want to start songwriting. Like it made me
Really?
want to make music. Like I love him so much. And so basically, he's incredible. Like
Yeah.
he's a freaking.
He's a genius, man.
I would say he's a legend, but he still has so much more to do.
He's not human, is he? He's not really human.
The thing is, he is. That's the thing about
Okay,
him.
okay.
Is
He's so
that
humble and normal,
he's
isn't he?
so humble and normal, and I feel like he just really, he asks you, how are you? And he really wants to know.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's not
Yeah.
just like,
Yep.
hey, how are you?
Like he'll shake everyone's hand in the room.
It's not like blank eyes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I was just saying this, but it's not like he looks as other artists as just like, here's my thing and you know, everybody else is just competitors and whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. I feel like he,
personal.
yeah, it's personal, and I think he's so sweet for always making me feel supported, especially as kind of like a new artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause I've
Yeah.
only been a solo artist really for like 5 months.
This is your debut solo song. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah.
I can't wait to see what you guys have cooked up.
Would you jump on a track with him?
Yeah, well, he actually
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
he basically he emailed me this song that he had written with me in mind.
Yeah.
And it was called "Care About Me." And so basically, I loved it. It has this like James Brown funky
Yeah.
vibe to it. And I basically went into the studio with Steve Mack, who produced the song, and I changed some of the lyrics for it and made it more like personalized to me, because I had
Yeah.
been through a situation like that where, you know.
He didn't care about me.
Yeah. And so basically, it's called "The Boy" now, and it's really dope.
It's not even called a man. It's just
Can't
a
wait to-
boy.
the boy.
He's just a boy.
You were a man, you were a boy.
Yeah.
Have you ever cried in a club?
Yes.
Yes.
I hate to
Have
say I've
you?
cried
Yeah,
in a
but
club.
like, okay, cry because actually something bad happened, or cry because you've had a really big night and you're just emotional.
Like happy emotional
Yeah, I guess
or overwhelmed?
like overwhelmed
Definitely.
and maybe after a few lemonades. Could I say that?
I definitely
Do you know what I
feel
mean?
I definitely feel you on overwhelmed. Cuz I feel like it is an overwhelming place.
It is.
But yeah, I feel like the time that it's happened to me is usually when you try to, like, I was just having a bad day,
yeah.
and then you try to go somewhere because you feel like it'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
You
I
know
don't
what I
want to be here. No, I think do you know what under 18s raves are? So, you know, you go to like a party, but because you're under 18, you only drink water and like Coke and stuff.
Yeah.
And the girl I liked was kissing someone else. And I got to a point where it was like anger, and then I just like started crying.
Oh,
My mum picked me
Alex.
up. My
Was
mum
your
picked-
what?
It started off as anger, like, oh, I don't even care. Then I started crying. And then my
That's
mum
you.
picked me up and took me home.
Wow.
Oh,
And
bless you.
from that day on, I've never cried about a girl again.
Oh my God.
She broke my heart.
God.
Broke your heart. I'm
But
sorry.
anyway, moving on from that.
You know what? You don't need her.
Yeah. Let's talk about the album.
Yes.
Like this,
Yeah.
this is a journey, right?
Yes.
Of just all these emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what
The
can we
hurting,
expect?
the healing, the loving.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the vibe?
The vibe is basically, I started basically writing this album, and when I looked back, I felt like the songs showed a very clear progression. Like
Yeah.
it was just kind of, you know, there were songs like I Have Questions, and another song called Scar Tissue, and another song called, like, they were all about kind of the same
Process.
thing about what I was going through at the time, which was the hurting. And then I felt like, you know, Crying in the Club was a song that came along that I felt like was more
Extreme.
hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically the Loving was just the songs that I had made when I was just kind of having a really good time, and like
Yeah.
Loving yourself?
loving
loving another
Appreciating
Loving
yourself.
life.
Appreciating
I don't-
everything.
I mean, yeah, loving life. I feel like it wasn't really a thing. It wasn't like a self-confidence, insecurity thing. It was more about just like a relationship, friendship that I had gone through that left me just like hurt and just
Broken,
confused.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I felt like it was just me being okay again, and more than okay, like just feeling alive and feeling myself again.
Yeah.
So this album's basically like closure.
Yeah,
For a lot
definitely.
of
It's
things.
definitely
Yeah.
closure from that situation. Like, I'm never gonna write a song about that again.
Yeah.
I've definitely written all about it. Like,
Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Camila?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Who hurt you?
You don't want to
Really
give him the
bad.
attention as
I
well.
know. No, who
Yeah.
hurt you?
Yeah,
Your buddy, Shawn Mendes, is going to be in the UK this
I
week.
know.
I think he might be here now. Actually.
I'm going to
Yeah.
a show tonight.
Are you?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tomorrow's one. I was just going tonight. We could have gone
Oh my
together.
God.
Actually,
Yeah.
who would want to go with you though?
No,
Like
well, I ain't got tickets, and I just thought because you know him, you could like get me on the guest list. We'd have to sit next to each other, like if you're embarrassed. But I just really want to
Yeah,
see
I
Shawn
wouldn't be
Mendes.
embarrassed
I
of
just,
you.
I just really
Willing
want
to
to see
go
Shawn
with
Mendes
you.
live. He's so sick.
I'm not gonna break your heart like that other girl did.
But yeah, are you like a proper fangirl moment? Are you like proper rocking out to his tunes in the crowd? You
I
just,
love him. Well, yeah, I'm like, yeah, Sean, whoa. Like the high note, I'm like, yeah.
Like the proud mum.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I love him so much. I love him. I just feel like we're gonna be just like best friends forever. And I just feel like he's just one of the closest friends that I have in the industry, and he's always been so supportive of me. And even after, I mean, I feel like what we went through together with I Know We Did last summer, we were so close
Yeah.
for a long time, and I feel like we just have that
Chemistry.
bond
Yeah.
for forever. You know what I mean?
Would you guys ever consider maybe doing like a tour together, like a joint one?
That would be really cool.
Right?
I actually was going to. I mean, I wanted to. The thing is, it was for this tour now, but my music wasn't ready because
okay.
I was in the studio.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, but that would be amazing because I love him to
Two of my
death.
favourite people in my show.
Yeah, I know. I would pay ticket touts for that. I would pay a couple of grand to see that. Talking of crying in the club, we've got a few clips of celebrities crying. Not in a bad way, in like a nice, cool way.
That's amazing. I
You-
love celebrities crying.
You've got to guess which celebrity is crying. So pop your cans on.
This is
this.
amazing.
So the first one is
takes a lot of strength to overcome those things in your life, baby. Everybody knows. We've all been through
Jennifer
stuff
Lopez.
like that. You know what I mean?
who'd you say?
Jennifer Lopez.
Yes. Right, let's do number 2.
It's overwhelming because it's like I love what I do, and I just appreciate the fact that like
Pharrell.
people.
What'd you
Yes.
say?
Pharrell Williams.
Yes.
Smashed it.
Finally, last one.
It's not funny. Get out if you're gonna continue to laugh and
Kim
make fun of
Kardashian.
me.
Kim Kardashian, obviously. Yes.
Kim, there are children dying.
She's always crying about something. Right. Okay. Before
I
you
actually
go.
look like her when I cry.
Really?
I
Give
make
us a
the
crying
same,
face.
I make the same face. It's like
I'm going to do the face.
I have to do it when I'm really crying. Like I can't cry unless it's like this, except for the music video. But I can't cry unless it's like
Do it to this camera. Do it to that camera.
okay. It's like
That's like me
that.
when no one picks me up any takeaway.
My mom, it's so funny because whenever I'm seriously like upset about something, I start crying and I start making that face, and my mom just starts laughing at
Really?
me.
You
Yeah.
can be crying about something so serious, but when you pull that face,
You're like,
Joker.
I'm really sad.
It actually makes the moment better though, because then you start laughing.
Yeah.
Before you go, we saw a tweet saying promo day, me during promo, and it's you eating a biscuit. You only had one biscuit, so
Yeah.
as a gift to Camila Cabello,
Hey,
there you go. You've got
Guys,
yourself
I love
don't
you.
say we don't treat you.
a full tray
Why
of
are you
Family
guys the
Circle biscuits.
best?
It's all
Yep.
for you.
Yes.
A whole bunch
Have a
of
look
It's
at them.
crazy that you guys call these. I love. Wait, where are the
That's a
ones?
bourbon.
Have a little scan.
Chocolate
And
finger.
Which one is your favourite? I take it the finger's your favourite.
This one looks like a Kit Kat, so I like it. I like it.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Let's try
There's a
this one.
jammy Dodger in
Solid
the middle.
8, I reckon.
Have you had a jammy Dodger before?
She's eating all the biscuits.
I'm trying all of the chocolate ones. What's a jammy Dodger?
Jammy Dodger's the one in the middle with the jam.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? They're banging, mate.
I'm not a fan.
I like
What?
chocolate.
You just like chocolate in general? Okay, we'll find out next
Well,
time.
you guys can share then. You
Ooh,
can have
we can
oh
do
my
it.
god!
This is like a fake Oreo.
I
It's
was
like a
gonna say that.
Foreo. A Foreo.
It's like a Foreo.
It's
It's
a
like an
Foreo.
Insta
That shouldn't
and a
be
Finsta.
allowed.
Yeah. But there you go, Camilla. Thanks for coming
Nice
in.
little
Keep your
glass.
biscuits.
Oh, enjoy the
Thank you
biscuits.
guys so much for the
Cheers.
biscuit.
Thank you.